And we're live. Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 7 again of Isekai University, as we had technical difficulties last time, so hopefully those will, our tech gremlins will exist. If tech gremlins decide to invade us, we will continue to record the episode and either play it tonight or tomorrow morning. But otherwise, what's up? We're back. We're here. We're queer. Happy Pride Month. Let's get started. Yeah, let's be gay, do crimes. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get started and introduce ourselves, our characters, answering questions, all that good stuff with our GM and storyteller. Ollie, you go first, boo.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Raul Alejandro Gonzalez Rodriguez, but you can call me Ollie or Lycus because it's fun. And I, in honor of Pride Day, have decided to let everyone know I'm bi. I'm just kidding. Everyone fucking knows this at this point. It is a blatant thing. Anyways, but my question for the characters for this fun, wonderful month, what is your Pride costume? Everybody's got that outfit they wear. What's your character's outfit?
I have a question, a clarifying question.
Okay.
Is it our character in the real world's Pride costume or a character at Isekai University world?
Oh, Isekai for sure.
Okay.
That makes it tougher.
Isekai Pride. Oh, let's go.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Crimson. My pronouns are they, them, she, and they. I'm playing Elspeth Cytops today, and her pronouns are she and they. She is for a Pride costume. Whew. I was just going to say black block, but why not? Brightly colored dress with glitter everywhere.
Yes.
The
glitter
classic...
everywhere is implied.
Fair.
Oh, that makes it me next, doesn't it? Hi, all. I'm playing Ezra, our wizard friend. His Pride outfit, he'd very much be the type of character to want to do something completely insane and then eventually just decide it's not worth the effort and just come in normal clothes. And, end up covered in glitter as is tradition.
Tradition?
Yeah.
As is tradition. Yeah.
I want him to do that sort of anodized thing that you can do to Chrome where it turns all wild colors.
That involves an awful lot of heat.
Exactly. It's magic, right? Hi, I'm John the Joker. I'll be playing Derek Plainview, the Druid Circle of the Shepherd. And Derek would probably be wearing, like, this is Pride colors, not John Pride colors. So Derek would probably be wearing overalls, like bib overalls, with a ally. No. Okay. I was gonna say ally with an ally handkerchief and pink cowboy hat.
Nice.
With rhinestone rainbow boots.
We stand a good straight ally himbo. Like, we're here for it. like we love them. Like, speaking of, my husband's right there. With no pants.
Who needs pants anyway?
It's true.
Pants are a conspiracy about bourgeoisie. That's all I have to say.
Well, hi, everyone. I'm Nick. My pronouns are he and they, and I'm playing our favorite resident solar scout, Sam Collins, the human Circle of the Stars druid. And I think Sam's Pride costume is fully a Sailor Scout costume with like the bow and the collar and the little tiny mini skirt, but it has been, it has a minor illusion applied so that as she moves, it's all that sort of like vaporwave galaxy print that sort of like moves with her, like when like an old animated thing moves over a background and their costume changes. I think it's like that.
Nice.
Lovely.
I'm here for that. Oh, hey everyone, it's me. Hi, I'm Val. This is my channel. Today I bring Ashlyn Morse out. I am a she they, she is a she her. Sometimes I'm a she they it, but only queer people are allowed to call me it. That's only the gays are allowed to call me it. But that's like in like goblin mode. Like it's like, oh, what's it doing? Like, I'm starting to lean into that for some reason. Ashlyn, Ashlyn's always naked, so the thing is that like, I think like for Ashlyn, she would just straight up, she would do the temporary hair color thing where she would just have the straight up like rainbow flag. She doesn't know what her sexuality is 100%, so I don't know what it is 100%. I've never thought about it, to be honest with you. Like, but it's probably on the level of like a straight leaning bisexual / pansexual. But it's just, yeah. And she would dye her hair. She would wear like ridiculous amounts of jewelry, and nipple tassels.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
No saddle.
Derek also.
What?
Of course. I was gonna say Derek also has nipple tassels.
Excellent.
They're just
Oh,
under
on
the
the
shirt.
overalls? Or are they
No, they're under the shirt.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
you know.
Okay, I'm here for it. Like, so before I get into this, I need to get smooched. So have a good day. Love you. He's wearing a NASCAR t-shirt. Listen, my kink is
Hell yeah.
Listen, my kink is leftist men that look like Republicans, okay? And he's got his...
That's an interesting.
That is a dangerous game.
Yes, it is.
You have to be so careful.
Some kind of personal attack on you.
No, I love it. Why is it a personal? Anyway, hi. We're a view affected game. You can affect the game with your bit subs and donations. Every 100 biddies that you donate to their channel, you can give a reroll to anyone here. Every subscription or gifted subscription, you can give anyone here a natural 20. And if you donate money, sliding scale of donations through Coffee or Streamlabs, you can make shit happen. Like, we could just have Pride Parade. Like, that could just end. That's a lot of money. Or we could just end the stream for like $10,000 and just get everyone paid, and we'll just we'll live our lives, and you don't have to listen to us anymore. But you know, no one has paid us money, so I'm assuming, that amount of money. So I'm assuming they like us. So you can pay us $10,000 to keep going too. Like, that is another option. Like,
For $10,000, I did was in full baby garb. I don't give a shit.
yeah, like there's a
With nipple tassels, it is still
with
Twitch.
nipple
I'll
tassels.
put on a leather cat suit.
Yeah, no. I will do all kinds of things.
For $10,000, we will never end the stream.
We will never end it. It will continue. But yeah, no, that's us. That's me. That's us. Let's try this again. Ali, take it away, friend.
All right, because it has been a minute now. Last time, the majority of our heroes went on a bit of a cross-dimensional time adventure in which they experienced yet another life, which was somehow far, far worse than the actual capitalist hellscape that is our world, and this weird, fucked up fantasy hellscape of also capitalist bullshit. Yet somehow still worse, which ended with a cataclysmic event which sent our heroes rolling back to the present with a knowledge they can't forget at this point, and memories of a marriage, of a life. But before we deal with that, we have to deal with what was happening last night while they were dreaming, remembering. Derek, you're in a room that has been cleared out, cleaned up for whatever needs to be done, whether it's surgery or just any other medical procedure. And Lance is taking care of Gail. He's inspecting her. He's, taking all the vitals and essentially just trying to get her comfortable and understand what's going on.
Is it like a surgery, like white surgery room style thing, like white sterile shit?
It's more comfortable than that. Like she's not in like a surgical bed, but it is clear that this room was cleaned out magically with his bullshit for this purpose.
I'm going to go up to Gail's side, I guess, and I'm going to look at Lance. First, I'm going to try to either assist or take over for the medicine part, if you would allow that.
Yes. If you come over, he will definitely like guide you and like, please.
I don't need your help. Stop. We have to have a conversation after this. I'm gonna roll for my medicine.
Do it. Question though, how is your mental state?
Mental state? Oh, yeah. I'm pissed. Like I'm
enough
still mad.
Do you think you're focused enough for a proper medicine check, or do you think it should be?
I would definitely with Gail. I would center it in and just focus all the mental energy I have into making sure she's not.
It's the type of mad that makes you hyper focus on your task.
No, it's like that mad where like you're so mad at somebody, but you're in the middle of doing something very important. So you're like, you're gonna wait a second until I get this done, and then we're having a conversation.
Perfect. Then go right ahead.
All right. I rolled a 19.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a damn good roll, and you recognize that physically. There is nothing immediately wrong with her. Whatever magic he did earlier, whatever treatment he's provided for her already, has healed her physically. There is something else happening to her, and in terms of effects it's having on her, it's seeming to cause a fever. It's overwhelming her senses. She can't really understand what exactly is happening around her. But physically, she should be fine.
Okay. With that medicine check, would I see if she was like, if she has any like conditions like, you know, poisoned or paralyzed or anything like that? I'm assuming with a 19.
Yes. So she doesn't have any conditions akin to what we have like in the rule book, but you do notice almost as if it were a condition, you know, the fact that everything's off a little bit, but in a consistent way. You're starting to feel a similarity between her and you and Sam and anyone else who can cast magic. You sense a magical presence in there that seems to be causing this. While you're doing whatever you're doing, you see Lance sort of preparing some tools, almost ritualistic style, instead of like medical.
What are you doing?
Oh, I figured you figured it out by now, since you're very good at this, right?
Stop buttering me up. We still have a long conversation after this.
I'm sure it will be riveting. Now, this girl is not well, and she...
What happened? What caused that?
The cause is honestly unknowable. It could be...
it's pretty knowable.
No.
She got shot with a magical spell that you gave to another person who's so wholly dedicated to you that they draw power from their belief in you. So I gotta ask, if you knew she was going to do something like this, or if she had the capability of doing this, why didn't you stop it? You've got the power. Why couldn't you hold back a little bit?
I don't watch over my chosen at all times of the day. When they call, if I can, I make a visit. I help. Otherwise, they are free to succeed and fail as they can.
Oh, how many more do you have?
Oh, just a handful.
No, it passes really. How many more do you have?
That's not for you to know.
Yeah, we're gonna go with. I'm going to look at him when he says that and go, Oh, don't. This isn't the time to have secrets with me. I don't play that. That dog don't hunt.
It isn't a secret from you. I just don't see you. I don't care. Now, I will save this girl.
What about her?
Oh, I don't care about her either. I'm going to save her because the one I care for is hurt, and saving her will keep her from being more hurt. Do you understand?
Oh God, this is what I love about people that have cosmic power. You just don't give a shit. We're just ants in an anthill right underneath you, and just because one's got a pretty little color on it, you think that, and they bring you things that you think they're the best ones. The ones who don't, who gives a shit about them? Is that right? Is that what you think? Do you just think that the ones that are here that are trying to live their damn lives and trying to do something with themselves instead of pushing you up on a pedestal just don't matter?
I don't need to explain this, but I will.
Good.
I am not a cosmic being. I'm a mortal, just like you. But I found a way to improve myself. I don't think you're less than me because you're mortal creatures. I think you're less than me because I became more than you.
Well, let me tell you something right now, Skippy. You are no better than any other person in this world or outside of this world. And let's be real honest here. If for some reason we weren't here and you didn't have magical powers, you would be one of those ants gets crushed by the heel of society. Don't lie. Be honest with yourself.
Oh, so many ifs and buts, but this is where we are.
But since you're still mortal, I'm going to give you one piece of advice. I want you to have a more hands-on approach with Ashlyn because she needs that. She needs help. She needs at least some type of positive output, some type of positive figure in her life to help her out with these decisions instead of being a wild ass horse that she is.
He kind of laughs at this. Like you see a smirk, like it's a soundless laugh. And as he goes to speak, before he gets a chance to, there is a pulsing energy from Gale, and I need you to make Constitution save for me.
Fair enough. Nope, that was a natural one.
Oh no!
All right. So you are linked to her physically, mentally. Lance saves for other reasons, but legendary resistance reasons. Woo. Anyways,
Of course.
Of course, unicorn is a unicorn. And so you now have this link with her that you didn't previously. It seems as though she was trying to cast some sort of spell that she doesn't know, something that normally you'd cast on a familiar to like grant you senses between each other.
Oh, okay.
So now you sort of have this view through her and into her, and you can tell that she's not in pain, but she's scared. She knows you're there, and she's trying to reach out to you. This was her attempt to do that.
That was weird. I look over at Gale. Is she conscious?
No, but at this moment, Lan's like, okay, we have a lot to fight about. I understand. Fine. You want to save this girl. I get that. So let's do that now. You understand she's becoming more than she was before. I don't understand how this happens, but every once in a while, when people hit a point in a maximum, a limit to what they are, they sometimes continue. This girl being brought back to life, living in this way, she is becoming like you guys. She's being imbued with magic, and she can't handle it. But you can. What was that?
She's a hero?
Yes, that's what she's becoming right now. But I don't think she's ready.
Oh, because you're the arbiter when someone's ready to handle something.
Oh, far from it. But she's going to die. So I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. Now,
Let's
We
work
can s-
together, and then we can have this argument later. We can continue this argument later. Then
we can save her, but here's the thing. You're going to need to make a bond with her, the same way I made with Ashlyn, because she needs to put that power somewhere, and it can be refined and returned to her through you without killing her.
So what you're telling me is I have to become her patron.
For as long as you're willing, and as long as she's unable to hold her own power, yes. There's a lot of other issues here, but for the most part, that is the crux of it. So
There's nothing else we can do.
with this, I've only seen this a couple times, and as far as I know, unless we vent this power and return it properly, we can't get rid of it. It's innate, and it's going to keep growing.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if this kind of plays out according to my innate magicalness?
Yes, go.
If it seems right. Okay.
100%.
That'll be a 20 altogether.
Ooh, nice. So you know that he's telling everything he's saying is accurate. The things you also know is that there is a little bit that he's leaving out. You know that through this magical connection, there's a chance that if she needs help, she will take that help from you. Because unlike him, you're not exactly a patron level patron. So if anything goes wrong, she might steal some of your spell slots and whatnot. But that's only if she's in serious, dire danger.
Shit. What do I have to do?
Okay. We need to have a conversation with her. She needs to consent, and you need to accept her soul and her mind.
Shit. Okay, well, what do I have to do? Do we have some special ritual? Is there like a signing of documents? I mean, she's not even conscious right now, so how can we get any consent out of her?
That's the fun part. And he takes out just a bunch of shit from this little medical bag, and he places all around the room, full ritual style. There is candles and giant crystals and all this shit getting set up. And then he pulls out one last thing. It is sort of like a dagger, but it's spiraled. And this is what will allow you, a human, to make this bond. And he shows you a scar on his hand where you have to put this in and then break it off. And that spiral will allow you to become a patron for this child. It's going to cause you some pain, and you might take mechanically one level of exhaustion.
I can't. What the hell am I getting myself into? Okay.
Derek, we don't have much time. I could make the link myself, but I doubt that you want that.
You're right. I don't want you to have that. Rolls up sleeve.
All right, this isn't gonna hurt people, and just stabs you. He lied. It did hurt. Roughly 1d4 of hurt.
Okay.
Just a 1.
Oh, okay.
Lucky.
Yeah.
All right, and you, as he does this, he kind of touches your forehead. At this point, you're weirdly woozy, and he lays you down. and for a little while, it's dark and you're fading. It's sort of like when you're falling out of consciousness and you see the darkness encroaching. And the darker it gets, the more you're able to hear Gale, the more you're able to connect to her. And
I say out loud, Gail, where are you?
I'm over here, Mr. Derek.
I'm gonna try to triangulate wherever she said that.
You feel like as though she's right next to you.
Is she? I'm assuming astrally projected and next to me.
Yeah, she's just kind of sitting there, not knees up, arms around, hugging herself almost.
I lean down and embrace for a hug, and I'm just gonna kind of say, I just want to let you know that after this is said and done, I'm gonna be there for you. Okay, I don't know how else to say this, but we're gonna be linked in a way that's deeper than most, and I just hope that I just want to let you know that you can come to me about anything, and this isn't about me being over you or any other way. It's just mutual protection or something. I don't know. I'm so bad at this. I can't even talk to other people without being awkward and saying I'm gonna fix them. I'm always trying to fix things. I don't know.
You feel the presence of her hand, like sort of like on your shin. She hasn't really gotten up, and she just kind of tugs at you. It's like, I just don't want to be alone. I'm scared.
You'll never be alone ever again.
Okay. With that, she's gonna accept you as her patron, and you can pick one of the starting warlock features, and we'll trade that back and forth.
Okay, all right. We'll do that later.
Yeah, that's a mechanical thing. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Not any spells. You're not getting the scaling spell abilities.
Yeah.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But yeah.
Free level, like now.
So while that's happening, this goes on through the night. You guys wake up, and it has been a horrible night. It is difficult and tense. But let's start with Elle and Ashlyn. You wake up in a very nice place. What do you do?
Hello, magic. Are you there?
You hear a resounding silence.
Dag, I was hoping that it would talk to me. Oh well, gotta get up. Time to go get some breakfast, see what's going on with everybody. This is wild as fuck. All right.
When you open your door, Ashlyn is right there, like wide-eyed and looking at you. She's like, "Please tell me I'm not the only one who saw that last night."
No, that seemed pretty real.
Okay.
Like my queen.
I don't know how I quite feel about that right now. But out of characterly, are we aware that our other two companions are in the presence of the dean caught?
No, you don't know where they are. You just know that you had this shared experience.
Okay. Cool. I with one arm. Can I? Because I. But the thing is that the wrapping has like a little bulge in it now. Like if you kind of see maybe like some like I'm assuming like she's Deadpooling this, right?
Yeah, that's what I was picturing for sure. Little baby hand.
Yeah. But she's gonna. Can I hug you? Can I hug you?
Oh yeah, of course. I'd be glad.
I feel like I really need to hug you after, and like just like hugs, like one hand hugs you.
And I use both arms and give a warm embrace that actually feels like someone who cares.
Thanks. We should I'm okay now. We should go check cause Derek wasn't in the dream. Should we tell him like what's?
I think we should probably at least wait until he comes out because we don't know what's going on with that.
We got
medical procedure.
We should check on that. We should. Okay, let's go. Hopefully, there's no stairs.
Okay.
All right. So, as you head downstairs, you find in the foyer, the area where all those shit converges, you find Frogsworth, but small, like in his normal form, and he's looking real meek, and he sees you, Ashley, especially, goes and wide eye, like and just doesn't really say anything, but he's different. He's not obviously in his thing. I'm sorry. I couldn't control Garrett.
I'm sorry too.
I'll make sure he knows.
Thanks.
I have a question. Is Garrett all that's in there, or do you have? Are you holding on to a lot of people?
When the world fused, all the souls who didn't have a pairing were released and became us, me and my kin. I think there are. He closes his eyes and you can see him thinking 15,245,362 souls here.
Inside of you, or just little statues? Like
inside of me. I'm one of the smaller ones, but yes.
Okay.
Garrett.
That is a lot of people inside of you. Do you have enough lubrication? Like mental lubrication? Like, are you like are you stable?
That is a quite a hilarious metaphor. Yes. No. That is why I have to petrify for a while at a time.
I understand.
It is difficult to maintain.
Are the people?
You know what the what is the difference between people who have a pairing and don't? Like, why does it separate this way?
They were just unlucky. That world, their soul, instead of being used for a living thing, was used for the concrete of the universe, the energy in the background that keeps us running.
But that was a little bit more than that. It was almost like, I mean, I was facing a god.
Yes, that is my fault. I am a remnant of Julius, just a shard of him, and with these souls,
you're a god shard, essentially.
Yes, not quite like the stones, but similar.
But you do turn to stone. Oh, so time out. So are you telling me that under dying circumstances, those 15 million souls that are inside of you can access God power?
Yes, I mean we all are God power. We're all the same energy. We just more condensed.
That's my tummy rumbling. I need some carbohydrates to contemplate that.
I whip out the hero's feast thing that we were gifted and just like toss it up into the air and activate it. A spread forms out in front of us.
That's croissant.
Croissant. So there's this moment of warmth, almost like, all right, that was a horrible night and we experienced something we couldn't, and now we're having the chance to cool down, and even this thing that was having a rampage earlier is understanding, is calm. And then, unfortunately, you hear the clapping of Lance as he kicks down the door, running out in search of you two.
Lance.
Oh, thank God you're here. I don't remember his voice. Fuck it.
We didn't go anywhere. Is everything okay?
No.
Oh, fuck.
It is not.
Okay, what do we need to do?
So, and he looks over to the frog person. Yes, this is perfect. So your friend is saving the girl by becoming her patron. Unfortunately, the ritual not going great. It seems to have succeeded, but they're stuck, in a sort of astral realm in between. I can't pull them out. It seems that now he's a patron. I can't affect him like before. But I think if we can anchor him to this reality, we might be able to help a little. My magic, my direct influence can't affect him, but you guys can. Would you be willing to help?
Of course.
I mean, sure, but your influence, my influence is your influence. I mean, the whole like hitting things is all me, but all my magic is from
Ashlyn, you're a lot more than this guy. Don't think that way.
I don't like the way you said that, but I do agree. You are a lot more than this.
Like I exchange looks with Lance. Like, okay, we can try. So,
and so as he's walking you guys in, he's explaining that Derek's mind is kind of floating in the space between, communicating with Gale, and we need to anchor them in somehow. And what he needs from you guys is a couple of rolls and a spell slot for the day.
I only have 2 of them.
I know. And as he's walking you down, he's explaining like, hey, this is what I'm going to need. And Ashlyn, I give you a bit of power,
right?
But I mostly just refine what you have.
Right.
One day you might not need me. You could probably do this on your own. Probably not today.
Yeah.
And he looks at your one arm.
Yeah, I don't think today is the day that I'm good on my own. Exchange looks with Ale. It's like, all right, what's in our arsenal here? Like, so out of character, is it a spell slot from each of us, or?
Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go roll a. I don't even know what to call it. Maybe we can go with like an Arcana that one of you can roll, and for every level of spell slot, you'll get a +1 or +2 per every level, and you're hoping to get above a 20.
Okay, I only have 2 level 1 spell slots because that's what we have.
So that's a +2. Cool.
But instead of using my spell slots, because I have a magical item called a Pearl of Power.
Hell yeah.
Which stores a spell slot inside once a day. So could I instead use my Pearl of Power which doesn't come from my magical abilities connected to my patron. It's its own magical entity. Could I instead use that instead of the spell slot?
Yes.
Okay.
And perfect. Cool. Yes. Perfect. I like that.
Can I actually, before we do this, pull out my little pocket mirror and look at what's happening between them with the pocket mirror that shows the reality of the situation?
Yes. Okay. So I need to understand a couple things real quick. You're trying to look at Derek and see what's going on with their bodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you looking at anything else, or are you focusing on this? Like, I need to know what you're trying to see while you're here. I think I'm gonna
focus on this before I even think about doing anything else, because I want to understand the nature of it before I go in and fuck something up.
All right. So as you look at them through your mirror, you see them in sort of that Doctor Strange style astral projection self, and you see almost like a circuit being created from Gale into Derek and back into Gale. You see from her this wild, unfettered, golden energy that goes into him, and it gets calmed, refined, and put back into her in this green, cool river of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you see them, having sort of an embrace in that way that an older brother takes care of a crying sibling.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and burn a 3rd level spell slot to get a +3 on this. And then I'm going to have a +7 to the roll. So let me try it. With this knowledge, do you think I could potentially get advantage?
Yes. I'm going to say that you see them as they are currently. So you have a better idea of how to reach them with this.
Cool. That's 22.
All right, that makes it. And you did add the 2 from Ashlyn, right?
Oh, no, I didn't. 24?
All right.
I put because the pearl is just like a necklace that I wear, so I put it around Derek's neck to sort of use it as a channel. Yeah.
Beautiful. So with this, it sort of opens up that astral realm and it becomes manifest. And you're almost halfway into it as you're seeing their souls doing this exchange of power. It is now visible to the naked eye. And he points over to Frogsworth. He's like, now it might be your turn. Can you link him to this world? I know that you are a different being, even beyond what I'm capable of. And Frogsworth, with a bit of a sigh, is like, I can try. I don't have much power at the moment. And he starts to walk forward into the bubble of astral world. And once he walks in, it's like a mist of illusion gets washed away, and he stands to like a full humanoid shape and size. His cloak is full of those faces again, but this time they aren't screaming, they're not scared, they're just there. And he reaches out to Derek. And so Derek, he's gonna touch you in your astral body. And now that you have been assisted by Elle and Ashlyn, he reaches out and he talks to you. He's like, Derek, we're having trouble getting you out of here. Can you hear me?
Can I hear him clearly, or is like as clear as this, or is that coming?
It's that sound of like when you're hearing someone in your earbuds through like a microphone that's right next, like they're in front of you, so you can hear them through that pass-through mic. But it's
okay. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of feedback, but you're coming in. You said you're having difficulty bringing me in, like bringing me out.
Yeah, the way that this seemed to work, it involved your souls connecting. That's astral plane thing. You're kind of stuck in between. Uh, he's helped us made a connection so we can pull you out. But he says I need to anchor you here.
You know, a week ago, I was just some guy that was taking care of horses and faking getting a college degree, and now I'm connecting souls with another person, and I'm astral projecting, and I have magical powers. It's a lot to take in right now.
I understand. And I'm a frog man with millions of souls in his body. It's a difficult week.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. But
I'm going to go ahead and tell you that you feel not great, is my assumption. Now,
all right.
We need to hurry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Gail, are you ready?
And with that, he's going to anchor you to reality by giving you an option.
Okay.
Do you want to experience the life of this world or the life that they experienced before?
I want to experience the life of this world.
Of this world?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this world, you sort of see this in almost a movie theater style, like you're watching this as a projection. Unlike them who experience life again, you're watching it, and you're watching yourself as a young Fearble, just kind of hanging out on the farm, taking care of your cattle, chasing off bugbears, the things that kids do. And there you see your family. They're different but familiar. You see your grandfather who in your other reality died long ago, and your mother. They're the ones who maintain the farm most of the time. And I want you to work with me a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say Derek's day to day when he was younger? What was the part of his day that he liked the most?
Probably he'd probably like mostly the walking in the fields while watching the cattle and other livestock graze, and just keeping an eye out and watching the sun slowly start to set behind the hills that his family farm is connected to. Kind of like that holler life, if you will.
Right. And this is wonderful. It truly is. And you're remembering all of these great moments as a youth in this world, the parts of this world that so far you haven't had the chance to experience, the good, the wholesome, the free. And then you remember when things start to take a bit of a turn. You remember when your grandmother started showing signs of being unalive. And you remember knowing that in this world, that is a danger. And you remember your family taking steps to hide her from the rest of the world, to make sure no one found out. It was to protect her, but it was difficult. How did Derek react when this was happening?
Derek outwardly just acted like, it is what it is and life moves on. He's concerned, but he's not going to be completely destroyed. But in those peaceful moments when he was by himself, when no other part of his family or any other person was there to listen, he broke down a lot. And the fear that he has and the rage that he has towards this university and the it's somewhat of a bigotry of this world towards unalive people, to normal people, to whatever eats at him.
And with that, you see the moment when Derek decided to go to this university. You see that, you know, that this world and this university, it is the premier place for understanding people who are unalive. They have the most research done. They're able to help in whatever that means, as far as the outside world knows. That's why you chose this place.
And the reality is Derek was just signing every student loan so he could fund more and more, so he could hopefully be able to take care of his grandmother with treatments or ways to hide her and stuff like that, to make sure that they were safe. He had no intention of ever going to class or studying. He was just doing it so that he could send them money to protect them.
And being honestly kind of a big dum-dum, but wholesome and caring, you did all these things and you didn't realize some of the things you'd have to do. And you get flashes of your time in the school, times when you had to become a collector and collect others' loans, credits, whatever they had on them. Times when you had to give away the position of other unalive people who were hiding, who weren't in the safety of their little city, and not knowing exactly what happens, but knowing that doing so kept your family from having to go through this. How do you feel about this version of Derek?
It's my past that I am ashamed of, and rightfully so. But since kind of breaking away from that programming, he's been making amends and making steps to become a better person outside of that. And he's okay with it because he thinks not everybody's perfect. He thinks that everybody deserves a chance to grow from their mistakes.
You hear Frogsworth next to you in the voice of Garrett say to you, it's hard to live with expectations and needs and demands.
I was the one that's supposed to make it out of here, and looks like I got too far away from the farm, I guess is the way to put it.
Hey, you did your best.
Did I?
You did better than me.
That's yet to be seen, my friend. Remember, you can't judge a journey until it's over with.
Yeah. At this point, you know that it's just you and him. You know that Gale is nearby, but not really part of this.
Right.
And he says to you, when I go back, I won't really be there. I know what you've done.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say. Thank you.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for her. And, if I have to get involved with kind of the politics of dealing out magical powers, I can't think of a better person than me that wants to distribute that power around.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, look at what happens when you don't.
All right. Well, he's wiping away tears that are growing.
Is he like frog human size, or is he tiny frog size?
He's frog human sized.
I pat him on the back and go, "It's all right, buddy. It's all right."
Hey, it's not. I know it is my fault. I did create this guy. Never mind.
Hey, I happen to find bullywugs to be adorable. Thank you.
Okay, but time out. Frogs, I love frogs, but we have to remember They're fucking carnivores, okay? Like, if a frog was big enough to eat you, it fucking would. Which is why
I might be tasty. I don't know. Like, I haven't tried me yet. I might be a tasty morsel.
We are a lot of water. That's probably, and we got some crunchy bones. Like, we're probably good as fuck.
Right.
Oh, quite delicious, really.
Anyways,
so, with that,
trauma.
With that, he's like, all right, I think that should do it. And you snap back into existence and you jerk up and you are fully awake. And you didn't get you got a full rest, but you know that you are still exhausted. Like, so mechanically, spell slots, things like that came back to you, but you have one level of exhaustion due to this weird thing. Okay. But you also leveled up your, existence. So there's a thing.
Yeah, I woke up with more power. That's what happens when you become a patron. I pop up. Who's in the room?
Everyone. It's Ashlyn and Elle and Lance and Frogsworth and Gale, and she's awake, and she is looking great.
That's great. I get up and can I punch Lance in the nose?
Yes, you can.
All right. I'll make an attack roll if I have to, but
oh yeah, you definitely have to.
All right, cool.
All right, let me get something.
So if I rolled a natural 20, what would that be?
A natural 20, that's gonna hit. That's gonna.
All right.
I believe it would be double your strength modifier is all the damage it would do.
No, it's double damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have unarmed strike, so it is just your strength that is damage.
Right, yeah.
I technically have unarmed strike. So.
You do? All right, then never mind.
Oh, okay.
I think you had a D4 then?
No, it's just a D. It's two. It's 1 plus whatever your strength modifier is, so it's 3.
Oh, so 2 plus strength.
Yeah. So I think it'd be 6 points of damage, and I'm just going like square, like right in the window.
Oh!
Where you're trying to break a nose, like.
Okay.
Bam!
So you do this, it's a success. You can tell that it didn't hurt him really. And Ashlyn, you sense this giddy, murderous joy in Lance for a moment.
I like shudder and go, oh.
And then he looks around.
Can I insight check this?
You sure can. Go ahead.
As I pop him in the nose, even if he doesn't give me any fucking
dirty
reaction.
20.
Okay. Yes, Derek. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, as I pop him in the nose, I'm gonna look at him and go, "You know what that's for." I also want to remind you of where your place is on this earth, because before you get too high and mighty, remember, the ants bite back.
Perfect. And Elle, you know, with that insight check of a 20, you said?
Yeah, dirty 20.
Yeah. This excited Lance, like he's not a violent man. He's not looking for a fight, but he also doesn't really fight other patrons. And knowing that this man has the potential to get on his level, he is excited. You see this almost, he's stifling a grin. He's like, oh, I agree. That definitely reminds me exactly where I am.
I turn and just like put a hand on Derek's shoulder and try to pull him back a little bit. Like,
I'm good. I'm good. I just wanted one. I just wanted one on him. Ashlyn?
Huh.
I'm sorry. You didn't do anything wrong.
That's untrue.
Well, let's put it this way. I forgive you. You may have to work things out with Gale, but I forgive you.
Well, thanks. Like, there's like a moment where, like, she wasn't necessarily looking for it, so, you know, it's you know, her eyes sort of like dilate and stuff. Like, she's not sure how to react to that. What am I what exactly am I being forgiven for? I just need to, like, because I've done so, like, lots happened, and I need some precision on this forgiveness, because I need to know if I'm being forgiven for something I'm actually sorry for, like, kind of thing.
For what happened with Gale?
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely regret my decision making that led to this, so thank you.
What else are we talking about here?
I don't.
Did I miss something?
I don't.
I've been busy.
Listen. There's. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. Okay. I thought maybe you apologizing for punching my patron in the face. Like that. That just happened.
No.
Or for slightly making fun of your feelings when you confessed your love for me.
It wasn't. I just said it. You know what?
Actually, I need an apology from you
For
leaving me alone in that moment.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I forgive you.
I didn't mean to leave you alone. I just didn't know how that situation was going to get any better with me continuing to be in that area. So I removed myself from it.
Well, it definitely
Honestly,
got worse.
I had no idea what to do in that situation. It was honestly, I couldn't fault a father for being that angry. And honestly, I'm really proud that you didn't try to fight. Like, I'm proud of you for not trying to attack him. Like, you handled the situation as best as you could, and I'm sorry I wasn't any more help.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
I believe you all did the right thing. With Garrett's reaction, you all would have been in danger. I'm sorry I couldn't control him. It's almost impossible with one out of so many voices, and yet your friend is quite willful.
I mean, it's his kid, so.
I suppose so.
And I'm gonna look over at Lance, and then I'll be like, thanks for coming so fast. I mean, arriving quickly.
Anything you need, love.
Thank you.
So with that, he kind of ushers you all back into the area with the feast. So you guys will get the benefit from feast. And in the meantime, we're gonna cut on over to Ezra and Sam. You guys are in these like glass
Chilling in a test tube.
Yeah. Not liquidy, at least. You're not wet. You're just in a tube. And as you look
Somehow I
around.
think that's worse. I don't.
We're not yet suspended in alcohol solution, so I think we're probably fine.
Yep.
Yeah. And as you're looking around, it's kind of dark. Then you're prisoners. They don't care to light the room for you. But you can see enough to know that there are a couple other people here, and also a rotation of guards that come in regularly. As far as you can tell, the guards that are coming in seem to be part of the Just Executioners of Sustainable Universal Safety. I think that was the bullshit acronym I made.
Mhm.
Uh,
Sounds
they
about
have
right.
they have the same uniform, and you see a couple different faces. A couple of like overly preppy dudes just kind of making their way through. A couple of real stern older individuals making their way, and some youngins who seem like they're just getting involved in this recently. And you also see a couple more people in the test tubes, kind of just across the pathway from you. If yeah, that's what you get. If you want anything more, you're gonna need to make some rolls.
Still have any of that cosmic power?
Oh, buddy, I wish.
Well,
I get first thing. I think Sam wants to. I want to see if I recognize anybody in the other tubes. So more specifically, looking at those.
Okay. It's a little dark, so go ahead and make a perception check. See if you can pierce through that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use one of my druidy things to add a d6 to my roll. It was rude, frankly. It only got me up to a 14.
Okay. I mean, you're just trying to get through to see through the darkness a little bit. 14 is more than enough to push
Oh,
through,
thank goodness.
and you're able to see one of your targets. You're able to make out the younger one, the smaller person, is gone. He's
It's the
just kind
boy.
of he's just sitting, waiting. He looks, as far as you can tell, pretty tired, but he fits the description that you got before.
Okay. Okay.
well, we've somehow landed in the right location.
Yeah.
Wrong
Do we-
side of the glass, though.
Yeah, sort of tapping on the glass. That would be the other thing I kind of look into, and I don't want to step on you, Ezra, if you're thinking the same thing, but like to sort of understand what type of glass, like material it is, like if it's magical in nature or if it's just some sort of glass, if it's just mundane.
Okay. Sure. That'll be like investigation or arcana. It's up to you. Ezra,
Right.
is there anything that you'd like to do?
The first thing I'm going to do is take an inventory of everything that we have on us at this point. Like, do we have weapons? Do we have any sort of magical utility, spell books and wands and whatnot?
So most of the anything that you would need to do damage essentially is taken from you. They left you with your heads and not much else.
Do I have my cell phone?
No, they definitely took your cell phone.
Fuck! Damn it!
And
Right.
but yeah, you have your armors. If you have armor, you have the regular stuff. Anything that they saw as like potentially useful, they took away. But you do. I'm gonna say with your perception from earlier, you know that it's nearby. Like there are like almost containment lockers with around the bend that you remember. You know that they are keeping things in there.
Yeah. Then the next step would be examining the glass.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
I rolled a 23 for my arcana.
All right. With a 23, you know that this glass in and of itself is not magic. It appears as though it was created through magic means. It has that sort of hint of it, that like lemony aftertaste of magic to it. But it itself is technically mundane.
Okay.
Along with that, you sort of you've been inspecting it, not an investigation, so not you don't know the specs of it, but you know that it is moderately thick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is a very inefficient prison.
Yeah, I could do something drastic.
What kind of drastic?
I mean, they took my phone away, but I don't need that to cast any of my spells, so I could try and blast my way out of here. But that's certainly not going to be quiet, you know.
Are we the same spell? Same cell.
I think we're in two separate tubes, if I understand correctly.
Yeah.
Yes, you're in two separate tubes next to each other. Right now, you're essentially hearing each other through the ventilation system.
Okay.
Mm.
Because
Glass has a relatively low melting point. If you had something metal on you and maybe a way to heat it.
well, I don't have. If you're suggesting, do I have heat metal? The answer is no.
Interesting.
But I could. So the tube above us, does it go into a ventilation system? Can I see like ductwork above it? Like, does it seem like I could? I guess I'm trying to like understand where the weakest point would be. Like if it's the seams sort of at the top of the tube.
Yes. Okay. So let me describe the tube a little bit to you. Now that you're really getting into it, imagine, like I said, like a glass cylinder, and then the tops and bottoms of it are held in place with metal fixtures. Somewhat intricate in design, just for the extravagance of it, but it really is just sort of like glass caps or metal caps on both ends. The top one seems to have duct tubing across. It's about yay big, so it allows air to go through, but it's not big enough to really let you out. It looks as though in the area below your feet, there is a drain grate.
Okay.
And tubes that go out from underneath your tube.
Okay. All right. Let me try something slightly less drastic first, and we will go from there. I am going to wild shape into a tiny beetle, a very small beetle, because I can't fly yet with this at my wild shape level. But I want to crawl down through the grate at the bottom, through the drain. So an insect of some kind small enough to go through that drain.
Okay. Go right ahead and do that.
I do that thing.
Perfect. I was mostly just giving myself time to think.
I could describe it longer if you need. I could go into like Cronenberg about how I turn into some horrifying insect.
No, I got my 10 seconds. I'm good. So this is what happens. You make your way through this tubage and you start to notice some things. As you're walking through, you're stepping into this black, gelatinous goo, for lack of a better word. But it is similar. It feels similar to when you were floating with Agor. It has the same cold to the touch sensation. It is reminiscent of it all. And as you're going through, you notice that in this tube that you're in, bits of that everywhere as you're walking through as a bug.
Okay, interesting.
As you continue through, you make your way to, from what you can tell, a containment pool where this substance is being prepared, and whenever it happens, used to fill those tubes.
Okay. Interesting. Is there any sort of like, I guess the thing that I would sort of want to go is see if I can find any sort of like other offshoot that would get me to like a grate in the center of the room. But if the drain in the bottom is designed specifically to fill the tube, you wouldn't want an overflow grate in your lab. Okay. I would look around for a few more minutes and then probably return to.
Right. In those minutes that you have, you are able to, if you wanted to, you find a path to the other tubes. You're able to find the path to Ezra's tube as well as the other 2 individuals who are being stored here.
Okay. I am going to return to my tube and drop my wild shape to tell Ezra all of this.
Cool. Roll a luck check for me. So D20 and tell me whether you want it to be high or low.
I would like it to be high.
All right, roll high then.
Can I add my cosmic fate thing that lets me add a D6 to shit like this? Because it's specifically called Cosmic Omen?
You know, I like the word omen. Why the fuck not?
Yay.
What does that do?
I can either like add or subtract a dice, a D6 to a roll based on what I rolled at the beginning of the day. Okay, I got a 15.
Okay.
Total.
So as you wild shape back, the door in the door at the end of the hall opens up, and someone walks in. It's a young lady. She is dressed in sort of a like initiate's garb. It looks to be a colorful polo with a Jesus Squad pin and khaki shorts and
trust khaki shorts.
White sneakers. This is their initiate's garb. And she walks in, turns on the lights, and it's just like, "Hey guys!" And she looks over to you two, and was like, "Oh, new folks."
Were you not expecting guests?
I will no. Well, I'm very new. I'm very low in the tiers.
We were actually just here for the tube inspections, but someone closed us in. So if you don't mind, just
I'm going to roll an extremely low intelligence check. If she
damnedest thing, we just finished inspecting the tubes, and someone thought they'd play a silly game and close us in here.
If she gets a 1, she'll let you out.
Come on, baby.
No.
It
was worth a try.
Conversation anyway.
But she looked at you, and for like a moment, she's like, "Oh no, wait a second, that's not right." I'm not that airheaded. Come on. But I am sorry that you are in this situation. I know things are hard. I hope we can make it better for you. And she seems actually roll insights if you want to feel more about this person.
I got a 27.
I got a 7.
Okay.
That's very on brand for Ezra.
Extremely so.
You are barely listening to what she's saying. You're like investigating the room, like, all right, came in from here. What's going on? What's all this? Meanwhile, you're listening, Sam, and you're realizing this girl 100% believes that you guys are being helped, that she is here to protect you almost and keep you safe from yourselves. She is, despite her whatever the fuck's going on, full of genuine love and kindness, no matter how gross and unfortunate it is.
Gross.
Oof. How was your Kafkaesque adventure, by the way?
I wasn't gonna mention that with the person in the room, but maybe she doesn't get the literary reference. So,
what's Kafka?
I was a philosopher from our hometown.
Yeah.
It's when you find yourself in a weird situation.
I see. She goes off to the other two. She turns on the rest of the lights, and you see gone fully. He looks okay. He looks well treated. He just looks sad. And you also see this. He looks like a hobgoblin in size, but he's a goblin man.
Okay.
And despite that, he is massive for a goblin, full like heavy metal plate mail, and what looks to be a manufactured crossbow turret
Nice.
that they couldn't get off of him. It seems to be almost magically fused to his back, but the tube is too small for him to take it off.
Gotcha.
So they have left it in place.
Okay.
He seems the most uncomfortable being unable to sit in his tube.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a very large goblin.
And you see the girl who walked in going over to them and just kind of knocking on their tubes and giving them a hello. And you see her like pressing some buttons on the console in front of them to make sure everything's going okay. And she's like, all right, what do you guys want for food? Blah, blah, blah. And she's getting them their breakfast. You have enough time when she's distracted to say what you need to say, do what you need to do, essentially.
How do you think they're delivering food into these tubes?
You know what? I'm going to be real honest, Ezra. I think the answer is magic.
You know, that was going to be my guess.
I don't have a better explanation for you, but that's just my gut instinct. Okay. Can I mean, you know what I do is, as like Ezra and I are saying this out loud, I'm going to use the message cantrip, which I have from Feet, and send Ezra a message saying, should I pop off? Should I take a violent action?
You can definitely take her.
Yeah.
I'm worried about how many guards are not in
Yeah.
line of sight is the problem.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, that's the kid we were looking for. Sorry. I am continually casting the message cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
That's fine.
I mean, I don't want to. I certainly don't feel like we're safe here long term. That there was some of that goo down in the pipes. That was like that place where we were floating.
Was there any sewage?
Not that I saw.
Yeah, that's probably a problem.
Right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen to us in here, but I don't want to find out.
I would very much agree.
Okay, I'm going to do something stupid. So get ready to also do something stupid.
I am very much ready. And
Okay.
I'm going to pull out a box. It's like, I wonder if this will work.
A box?
It's a box. When Sam does a thing, I will do a thing with this box.
Okay. Cool.
So what Sam does is, let's see here. Slightly less insane than I thought before. Sam cast the cantrip create bonfire under this woman.
Okay.
Which is you create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. It fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the space, when you cast the spell, must succeed a dex saving throw or take fire damage.
Okay. Roll for me thing. I'm gonna need you to roll DC 15 Arcana.
Okay. I got a dirty 20.
All right. So as you're casting this, you can tell that even though the glass itself is not magical, whatever means that it was put together with does cause interference as magic is cast in and out.
Okay.
So you did very well. You beat the DC, so your magic does get casted. And you said you were doing it directly under her?
Yeah, it appears under her, so she has to make a DC 16 Dex saving throw or take a D8 of fire damage.
Ooh, okay.
Seems decent.
Okay. And if she succeeds?
She succeeds. I think she takes no damage because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
But
So yeah.
She has to take another if she like ends her turn there. So if she doesn't get out of first space, she'll take it again.
Right. Does this spell leave any evidence, or is it just like a poof of fire and then disappears?
No, it's a concentration spell, so I can maintain this fire for a minute.
Okay. She got a natural 20 on her dodge.
Okay.
So she sort of in Looney Tunes style, like not even knowing that you cast it under her, just kind of happened to take a step over and like duck down. And it's currently just a little bit behind her as she walks over to Gon's tube. And you can hear her say, she presses her hand up against the wall. She's like, "We're going to get you better, buddy. Don't worry. In a little while, you'll be feeling like a regular folk. No more thoughts of this other world or whatever." And
So this unassuming box I pull out of my bag, because they took away all of our weapons and anything that would cast a spell, is in fact a folding boat. And I'm going to attempt to turn it into the largest form, which is like a full-on 3-sail, ship inside of this tube. And we're going to see what happens.
Okay, you're going to do that. Make a dexterity save at disadvantage as well.
Absolutely.
Great.
A dex save, you say?
Yes.
Matter of fact, like
that will be a total of 12.
So here's what happens. You open this sailboat inside of this tube that is roughly arm's length in diameter. And what happens is it destroys your tube and also chucks straight through you as you get jammed, as you get thrown into the glass and into the hall, into the little pathway in between. We're gonna take some damage, bud. How much damage is getting hit with a boat?
This is for the DM to decide.
Oh man.
Wild.
All right.
it's by far the worst blade center I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
So I rolled 4d12 to include, that's for the hit from the erupting boat and also the glass shattering and being thrown across the room. I feel like that encompasses a little bit of everything. That was 2 10s, a 3, and a 9. So,
oofa doofa.
So are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay. That's 31, right? 32?
Yes.
31. I'm okay. I'm conscious. That hurt a lot.
And so the girl, this happens and she freaks out. Oh my God. And instead of calling for help or whatever, she runs over to you and tries to help you. She's like, "Are you okay?" She tries to put your neck straight to make sure you're not in traction or whatever, but you're a robot, so that doesn't really super do anything. And also she's doing it very poorly. If you were actually in mortal danger, this would not be helping.
I'm just gonna stand up, jump up, brush myself off, and beeline over to where I assume the equipment would be.
Okay. She chases after you like, hey, what are you doing? You can't. Oh my God. Are you okay? What's going on? You can't be out of your tube. All right. So, as you get to this, we're going to do some investigations and whatnot. But for now, let's take a little break.
All right, everyone, we're going to take about a 10-minute break here, and we will see you when we get back. Bye. Hi, we're back. We returned. I reapplied my lipstick because it rubbed the fuck off. But like, we peed, we did some stretches, and we're back for some emotional emotions. So,
Emotional damage.
emotional damage. Leave it just
And boat-based comedy.
rent free inside of my head.
Wait, emotional damage, boat-based comedy. This is One Piece.
God damn it.
Well, we're back. Ollie, what the fuck's happening?
Okay, so as you run to the lockers to sort of try and find your stuff that you need, this girl, she chases after you. She tries to stop you, sir. Person, you can't be doing this. You are not healthy. You might be a danger to yourself and others. We need to. Oh God. And she is full blown freaking the fuck out. This is an intern doing a job that she is not prepared for. A boat just appeared. She doesn't know what the fuck to do with that.
I'm just gonna ignore her the best I can.
Can I?
All right. Yes.
Can I just cast a firebolt like up at the? I'm trying to bust out of my tube.
Yeah, you can cast a firebolt up at your tubing and whatnot, and yeah, that's just a spell that you cast, or is it a thing?
It's a cantrip. It's a spell that I can cast.
Yeah. I mean, you're in a tube. It's impossible to miss. You hit this thing, and it doesn't release you. But what does happen is the air coming through ignites.
Yeah, it does.
And make a dex check at disadvantage real quick.
Okay.
You see a burst of fire come out of the other tubes. Just a little small ones. They don't seem to be hurt or anything. They just kind of duck.
Okay, I got a 10.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a d6, see if you get any damage, and then we'll be tapping it. Okay. All right, 8. So take it down to 4.
Okay.
Nope. I rolled the wrong dice. That was a d8.
Oh.
Oh, fuck me. Who cares? 4 damage.
Cool.
Roll for self-destructive escape.
Yeah. Look, not all of us have a boat in our pocket.
That being said, you that firebolt did seem to fuck up the ventilation going out in general. Like it blasted into those 4 little rooms, but also seemed to bust some of the ventilation as it goes outwards into the rest of the facility. So you can sort of see where this ventilation is coming from, as that specific tubing has been fucked up throughout.
Okay.
Ezra, you have 6 lockers in front of you. They are, as the name implies, locked. What do you want to do? You're 1 boat down. What now?
Is the boat actually broken? Out of curiosity.
No, the boat is fine.
Yeah. I
It's a
still
full
have
boat. That was glass.
See, this is where I'm very sad I don't have my spells on me. We're going to attempt to cast Picking the Lock.
All right. And are you the kind of caster that needs a spell book or a focus?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
All right.
Wizards are wizards. And this is not a spell I'm casting. Like, I'm gonna attempt to open the lock somehow.
Okay.
Like, trying my best to see if I can pick it in some way or break it. Not terribly strong to do that, but you know.
All right. Yeah. So you're trying to go for a picking of the lock. Are you just trying for like full strength punch, or I don't know? What are you figuring? What do you think Ezra would?
At this point, I've got some hanging bits. I'm gonna take a chunk of metal that is completely been removed from my body. Is this the weight of the boat has like really fucked me up. I'm going to try and use it as a crowbar and try and wedge it between the lock to break it.
Perfect. Make a strength check at advantage as you pry this thing open.
At a +0, that's a 19.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah, you pop this thing open with what was once plating that was on your thighs. You just tonk. And inside you see, I'm going to take a guess and see. You find black gear, grenades, all sorts of dope-ass weapons, pistols, some of which look like they're just glass encased with a handle and a whatever. It looks like magical guns, all in the same uniform style as the stuff that the other guy and the goblin in the tube is wearing.
I'm going to point at the goblin and be like, this yours?
And you see him, yeah, dude, that's mine.
You think any of these are able to break glass relatively easily?
Literally anything that I own.
Rad. I'm gonna pick up a gun and shoot the glass.
Okay.
I'm going to suggest someone stands to the right.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead. Who do you want to open up first? Sam?
Starting with Sam.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna make you do a dex check, but I will. One more. See if you can get out of the way of this falling glass. Remember, this thick glass. This shit thick. Watch yourself.
That's a 10, Ghost Rider.
Okay, one more time. 3 damage.
I'll take it.
Perfect. Yeah, it shattered the glass, but you got pretty scratched up on the way out. But you're out.
Oh, she's fucked.
And at this point, the girl in the room is freaking out. She's like, oh my God, the mentors, they're not even here right now. Oh God. And she is running around looking for something.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
First things first. I'm going to... Are we sort of in like initiative? Should we be treating these as like turns at this point, do you think?
Yeah, but the way I'm running this right now is just one at a time. You do something, they do something, we're going to flow.
In that case, the first thing I'm going to do is cast a level 3 healing word on my buddy Ezra.
Thanks.
Nice.
Which gives him 14 hit points back.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
from
you're
10 to 24.
Right?
Nice.
the metal that's just kind of dangling sort of rebuilds itself. It just
I should have cast mending.
Undinks and then just re-screws itself in.
Oh, that's
magic.
Badass.
Wonderful. And Ezra, why don't you go ahead and do a thing now? You see the two in the tubes. They're asking for their outs.
Next is to shoot the glass with a very large goblin.
Cool. He doesn't dodge. He just takes it in the face.
Yeah, he does.
Happy Pride.
And he's just, thanks, man. And he jumps out and runs over to the locker and puts on all of his guns and just points it at the tube with the kid in it and unleashes a barrage, leaving it destroys the tube, but also any glass falling into the kid's face destroyed and pulverized like a true professional.
That's impressive.
God.
Think you can open up the rest of these lockers while you're at it?
He looks to you, lifts up his hands, makes, I think I can, and just starts ripping and tearing.
Almost done.
So at this time, I'm going to say it's the girl's turn. She's going to get a chance to do a thing. she's trying to go for a big red button, essentially. She's trying to crack the emergency button, the fire alarm. If you want to try to stop her, let's make some opposed. I guess it depends. What would you try to do?
Well, if I had enough to use an action, I would try and thorn whip because that would let me pull her back.
Okay.
From that thing.
She's going to make a dex save to try and avoid getting entangled, right?
Okay, because let me roll the attack.
Do it.
Because it's an attack roll. I did roll a natural 20, so it's a 28 to hit.
Okay. I'm gonna say that puts the DC at a 20.
Okay.
For her to get stopped fully. No matter what, she's gonna get hit. This is gonna be whether she makes it to the button before you trap her.
Okay.
Nah. She would have needed a natural 20. She is not a fighter.
Okay. She's going to take 10 points of damage from the thorns, and I yank her back 10 feet away from the
blood erupts from her. Like, she spews out of her mouth and ears. She's just like gas. Like, she is at the edge of death. A unfortunately mean kiss will kill her. And she's looking at you terrified. Why did... And currently it's silent. Doesn't seem as though anyone's aware yet.
Okay.
That is truly remarkable.
That's amazing. I got some good soundproofing here.
Apparently.
Okay. Sam would sort of ignore her for a moment and go over and check on the kid, check on Gone.
He seems, just from immediate, you walk up and see him, he looks remarkably healthy, just very dejected.
Okay. Hey, bud, you want to go home?
I don't know.
Well, you want to go back to the city of other kind of dead people? Because they sent us to find you.
They did indeed.
I guess I don't really know where else to go.
Well,
sure.
All right, simpler question. Do you want to stay here?
Fuck no.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So we got that guy with us. I sincerely hope this is Murph, Ollie, because I love him and I want him to hang out forever.
It is Murph.
Yes!
He walks up to you and is like, all right, guys. My name's Murph. I'm here with the dropouts. We're taking care of business. This kid don't know what the fuck he's doing here, but getting him out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah. We're on the same page here. Let me fold up my boat really quick.
Just excuse me, I need 10 to 15 minutes to fold my boat.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Stealth mode. And he clonks heavily booted legs down the edge of the door. Bonk, bonk. Stealth.
I love this guy.
In the meantime, we're going to switch back to our other gang.
Okay.
No.
So you guys have just experienced your hero's feast. You get the boons that you get from a hero's feast. I believe some temporary hit points and some other nonsense.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
I'll roll the d10s for the three of us, and I guess I would allow the patron to get in on that, and I definitely would want Emily to also eat it.
What about Gale?
Gale too, yes.
Yeah.
Temporary hit points, 2d10, or not even temporary. It for the next 24 hours raises your maximum hit points.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. For the record, Emily comes downstairs and is just looking around like, clearly something is happening. She's just like, not my business.
Only 7.
Okay.
That's still
We
7.
also healed at 7 as we get it.
Beautiful.
You're cured of all diseases, poison. You become immune to poison and being frightened, and make all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
That's all what it does?
Yes.
I read the spell.
Hero's
That's
Feast
it.
is wild, my guy.
You gave us all each a one. There
Yeah, I
are
did.
only 6 sessions left.
Gonna be eating good in the neighborhood.
It's like the Hardee's chicken biscuit, you know.
Well, you asked Brennan for some food. He's like, I got you.
That's
and
true.
I looked up the one food spell that sounded cool. Anyways. Anyways, so Emily comes down, she joins you guys, and it's like, all right. And her wounds look miraculously better. All right, I think we're ready. This might take a couple days to get back to our point of incursion. Oh God. When Lance steps up and it's like, or I can teleport you. One-time deal.
Also, that guy has to say he's sorry.
Yeah. Let's. I mean,
Whatever. Sure, I guess.
unless we want to go through the swamp and run into vampires again.
I mean,
I
think
would
we
rather-
should
you know
trust
what?
Ashlyn on this.
Listen, yeah. Let's, of course, Daddy. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Let's go. That sounds like
All
a
right.
good idea. Mhm.
He turns to them and is like, perfect. And all I need is a favor from the dropouts later on. And with this like giant eye roll, he's like, fine, sure. And he starts gathering you guys together. Now, if anyone's wearing metal, sorry, this is maybe gonna hurt a little, but it's not gonna be too bad. Keep your hands close. Keep your mouths closed. 100%. Do not open your mouth while you're traveling. And anything you see, don't worry about it. Don't think too hard about it. All right. And as he goes to, prepare this before he really goes into it, he walks over to Ashlyn and it's just like, puts a hand on her shoulder and is like, hey. You're doing great, honey. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get to you in time to really help.
Thank you. It's fine. It's lesson learned, right?
Yeah. Even despite the name teleportation, at least my kind, not instant.
Right. This looks like it's coming back in a day, but glad you gave me that mage armor on the daily. Appreciate it.
Of course. And he kind of looks you in your eyes, and it's just like, oh, you're not really my Ashlyn exactly, are you?
What? Oh. I don't know. I think I'm just a little somewhere in between.
You definitely are. You are my Ashlyn, just not exactly the same.
I'm definitely not the same.
Hey, before you go, one last little gift from me. And if you let him, he will kind of lean forward and give you a kiss on your forehead.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, if you want to remember everything, you just have to try.
Oh, great. Intrusive thoughts. Appreciate it.
Only if you want to think it. I promise.
It's not how my brain works, but thank you.
All right. Anyways, hands inside the vehicle. Let's go. And he claps his hands together, and you guys get thrusted up through existence on a rainbow at Mach fuck speed. And
I would like to make a perception check and take note of everything I see.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Make a perception.
In the meantime, can I just slowly reach my hand up on the back of Elle's neck, because as the physically strongest one here, even with only one arm, I just want to make sure that she doesn't get whiplash because she's the squishiest.
Yeah, and as you see her like looking around, you're like, no.
17.
Eyes only, okay?
Perfect. So with that 17, you see some shit. You see it. You see sort of like in the when you entered the phase zone. It looked very mundane, to be honest. It looked like they were just building some nonsense out of random materials, but you recall a sense there that everything looked more than what it was. Everything was more than what it looked, and you're getting the same sense here as what you see. It starts off as like a fractured picture, and then that picture starts to mold and shape into different things. You see creatures from antiquity, things that walked through space itself, things that slept on stars, and then that rips and tears and reconstitutes into images of a garden of spheres, marbles of life, and you see two of them absolutely ruined, destroyed, being stitched together by thousands of, you think, other fairies, but it is crumbling. And you're past that. So you guys arrive like Thor he was sending you to a location in Emily's mind. It is a pretty fucking huge sewer grate, as far as you can tell. There is some sort of inky black liquid being expelled from there, and all around this liquid there are these mushrooms growing.
Derek is going to grab some of those mushrooms.
You grab them. Make a thing. Insight.
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's a good roll. 12.
Okay. So as far as what you get out of this, you don't really know what it means, but the last time that you touched Frogsworth, the last time you touched Garrett, this feels very similar to that. Are you tasting it?
I'm gonna do a quick survival check just to make sure it's not poisonous.
Go for it.
23.
Okay. So you know for a fact it's not poisonous. It will cause some imbalance in any magical aptitudes that you might have. Okay. Possibly making things better, possibly making things worse. It's hard to tell. This is a brand new mushroom, but you know that it's not poisonous. It's not going to harm you if you eat it. It will even sustain you pretty heftily with just one good shroom. But it is, a bit fuckety.
You're gonna trip some balls, is what.
Derek's down for that.
Interesting. What did you find there?
Some weird sewer mushrooms. Kind of felt like the frog guy that whenever you touched him, his weird slimy skin. His weird frog skin, I guess. It's not really weird if he's a frog, right? It'd be weird if like a regular human had slimy. I'm sorry, I'm overthinking it again.
I don't think it would be weird for a regular human to be slimy either. It just means something's going on.
All right.
Emily passes Derek as he's like processing this idea and just looks over, and instead of saying it, she's like, not this time, and keeps walking in.
What? I put it in my handy haversack. Keep the little mushrooms in there.
Okay, everyone. This is the entrance or an entrance way into their facility. From what we understand, this is where they're helping the unalive and also experimenting with God shards. And we think that these mushrooms might be growing due to the runoff from these experiments. Now, the last time we came in here, we got run out with a incredible force. So be on your guard. These fuckers are fast, and there's a lot of them. All right. So if you are trying to go in without being noticed, we're gonna need some stealth checks, y'all.
Not rolling dice because I
Definitely good at
just
stealth.
painted my nails. So we're not gonna reach for the dice. We're just gonna use roll 20 here. Stealthy. And I didn't say I have any kind of disadvantages.
How long? No, that's not long enough. Okay.
So I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I am a horse girl. So
You are a full horse.
I am a pony. Clopping along like
14.
14. And what did Derek get in?
Well, Derek is trying to figure some things out, but yeah, I'll roll a stealth check real quick. 5.
Cool.
They're just...
We're big, all right?
yeah.
So the highest of 3 rolled was a 14.
We're thicker than that glass.
We are not the
Yes.
stealth crew.
Not the stealth
Like,
crew.
I
That
only
is-
have a +1 to stealth. So,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there isn't a stealth crew.
I have a +2. I just rolled a natural 1.
So yeah, as Emily runs in, silent like the night, she hears behind her clopping and banging and splashing, and she's just like, "Fuck, sorry."
Sorry.
And she's going to cast Pass Without a Trace. All right, I was hoping to save this on the way out, but let's go.
Oh, great,
And,
it's a 13 now.
hey, 24.
A 21.
Oh,
All
are
right.
we doing a reroll or we were just adding it to the...
Oh, yeah, good point.
I was just gonna say add it. This is more of a
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I thought. It's just a retrospective. It's now a 13. Like, you now get this in.
Cool.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't
Alright.
think I've ever been this sneaky before in my life.
And with
Not physically, just emotionally.
Ouch.
Emily appears sort of behind you, Anselin, and she's like, "Damn, girl, I think you need therapy."
Why do you think I go to the doctor?
Well, I mean, same reason everyone goes to that doctor. And she just kind of does this motion with her arm.
I don't. Oh, listen. I enjoy raw dogging. Okay, let's go.
She looks over to Alice, she's like, "Told you," and disappears.
Oh, wow. I can't catch up with them.
Not like that, Derek.
I-
I don't know if I like that yet. I've only ever apparently used mechanical objects.
Oh, Ezra. Anyways,
The levels of that statement now.
you guys make your way through the sewer system, and she takes you up into the facility proper. And you notice something that the other crew hasn't noticed yet. There are sort of like on a train, those like little signs up and above that kind of scroll by with messages. There is currently a silent alarm sounding. And the message says, containment room, experiment 13, 14, 12, and 11 are out, compromised, all hands on deck, blah, 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 blah. And there's just red text scrolling by, no sound sounding yet.
Well, I think I know where our friends are.
Yeah, we should probably go check that out real quick.
All right, so let's swap over to them now. So you guys are about to leave this room. You're heading towards the door with this large and unbelievably loud goblin, but you swear to God he's a hobgoblin. He's a monkey. And what's your plan?
We're not going to sneak with this guy.
No, I think I'm going to go ahead and just assume my starry archer form. So I do my whole transformation bit. Go full solar scout.
Murph just kind of goes, whoa, sick dude.
I know. You haven't even seen my cat. I think it will take an hour to call her back.
Fucking love cats. And he's like, all right. And he pulls out his Gatling gun and just kind of cocks it. Let's sneak. And
I guess if everyone is dead, no one can bust your stealth. So, sure.
Exactly. And he kicks the door down and I guess just starts making his way forward. So as the doors opened up, there is no one in the immediate hallway, but you are able to now see that there is the silent alarm going off. Everyone knows this is happening. There are 3 directions from you immediately. There is essentially left, right, and middle. What do you want to do?
If I have gotten my cell phone back, and maybe we flavor this as like using a guidance or something, or the message cantrip again, I want to FaceTime somebody in the other team. Like maybe I FaceTime Ashley. And just be like, we're here? Where are you guys?
Pulls my phone out of my hair, hearing the FaceTime vibration. Oh, hey, Mom. I mean, Mommy. Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
You had a weird dream, right? Like,
oh yeah, I was a god.
Is Ash with you?
That wasn't a dream for us.
Oh God, he's with you. Okay. So we're here, and I just kind of like look over my shoulder, like we're all here.
Okay.
So,
All right, so it seems like you guys are maybe down from where we are. We're like in a facility. You guys are in a sewer. All right. Hey, is Emily still with you?
I think she noped the fuck out earlier.
As you say this, you look around and she's actually above you, just hanging from the ceiling.
She's Spider-Man-ing it up there.
Cool. Turn the phone to her.
I turn the phone to Emily.
Grab Murph's collar and like pull it in. And I was like, "Hey, look what we found!"
And he yells at her, Emily, and she jumps down, and they have a moment of like, "Hey, where are you? What's going on?"
Yeah.
Murph.
Oh, also we found that kid. We found Gon.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. Good job. Don't know how the fuck this happened. Murph, don't do anything.
No, it's okay.
There.
We're sneaking.
Oh God, please don't sneak.
So are we.
No, we're sneaking. They're not sneaking. Don't sneak.
Wait.
Don't let Murph sneak anywhere.
Murph is great at sneaking.
God.
Are we sneaking now? Are we not sneaking now? Like, what's like?
Yes, we're sneaking.
Okay, sorry. I just had to ask questions. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Shit.
Just
sorry.
like, you know what? I'm going to share my location with you guys, and we'll start trying to like make our way together.
Oh, you know what? No, share, and I'll just GPS your way, and it'll just give me directions. Hold
Okay.
on, I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out my earbuds and put it so that it's not like echoing like the directions. Yeah.
All right. So with this, what we're gonna do now is roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Where's my pen? There's my pen. Pen.
Could have been a lot worse.
That's a good sign.
A peachy milk tea, thanks.
All right.
I
Let me know
love
when you're
you.
ready, Ollie.
All right. Now, 15 to 20. Anybody?
Right here, 15.
Gerard.
Oh man, shit.
All right. What's your
2.
2? Cool. Emily goes before you then.
That's fair.
All right. 10 to 15.
Sam rolled a 10.
Oh
Dang,
my
yo.
god.
How are you guys so bad at initiative, but so good at every other roll?
I'm just gonna give it a test to see if the dice agreed better. But I'm gonna stick. It was twice as much, but we're gonna stick with the original. I rolled a
Okay. 5 to 10.
7.
8.
Yeah.
All right.
Ezra!
He's still rebuilding himself. Be cool.
Sorry. 8. And what did you get?
4.
4. Son of a. All right. Okay, so here's what was going to happen. As long as you guys remain stealthing, it's going to take you 4 rounds to get to them, to their position. You guys, right now, as this is happening, see people converging on you from those 3 directions that I told you about.
Okay.
With your communications, you know that you have just a few rounds until your friends arrive.
Okay.
First, the act is Emily. She's just going to take the full dash and try to, with the bonus from Pass Without a Trace, hope to be silent enough just with her passive abilities. Derek, what do you want?
Give me 1 second. I'm literally trying to figure out my what I want to do here.
Okay. You want a little more time?
No. I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out. All right. So, Derek knows that his big body is not going to be necessarily the most stealthy. So he is going to use his wild shape to turn into a rat.
Ooh, nice.
And he is going to try to skirt ahead and maybe he's going to turn into a rat and then start to make his way in whatever direction Ashlyn tells him, or wherever, like if he knows like where
if you're
this.
gonna be a rat, I'm just gonna suggest that you just like get into my hair at this point.
Okay.
Because the thing is you're slow as fuck, bro, as a rat.
No, it's okay. I get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get in Ashlyn's hair if she's cool with that.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put you like on top of my head, or my shoulder.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have 20 feet. So
Yeah.
where I'm at like
Cool.
45 or whatever, but I also have things.
All right. Then in that case, Sam, you're up. You see a group of people coming towards you. Two from ahead, three from the right, one from the left.
All right. I turn to the right, which is where you said 3 people were coming from.
Yes.
Okay. I turn to the right. I look down the hallway, and I cast Tidal Wave,
Cool. Get it.
which is a 30-foot long, 10-foot wide, 10 feet tall. So I'm filling the hall with water.
You're feeling
Push
that,
back.
aren't you? Let's
Yeah,
go.
So, yeah, perfect.
Talk
Each-
about a squirter.
I call it the moist maker. It's a
Yeah.
Friends reference for old people. So everybody in that area has to make a DC 16 Dex saving throw.
Okay.
And
Cool.
anybody who fails takes 21 points of damage and is knocked prone. If they succeed, they take half, so they would take 10 points of damage.
Okay. You see two of them get washed away, seeming to drown in this wall of moving water. And
they
you
do.
see the third one, who is dressed similarly to the girl. Like he's more of an initiate, but he looks like he's like this real buff dude. It looks like maybe he's higher level and just recently joined the organization anyways. And he does the like surfer dive into the wave.
Yeah.
It comes out the other side.
Okay.
Hurt, but okay.
In that case, as my bonus action, I'm going to fire a celestial arrow at him.
All right.
That is a 27 to hit,
Ooh, God.
and he takes 12 points of radiant damage.
He does that dive through the water and comes out the other side. His polo like rips off and it's just rippling washboard abs and khaki shorts, and he kicks off his shoes. He's like, "Ha! You think that can?" And then he just gets blasted down.
That's right, Chadley. And that will be Sam's turn.
Perfect. All right. So it is the guards' turn, and they're just going to rush forward and try to make some attacks at you for, blasting their friends with water.
That's fair.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
19.
Yes.
All right, last hit. Let me see. No. All right, so one attack, and Murph is going to use, what's that called? A guardian or whatever?
My God.
And they're going to
Won't
attack.
to adopt me.
God, I don't have this pulled up.
Guardian Aura is where the paladin takes damage instead of the person getting it, right? That's a redemption pally thing, if I'm remembering correctly.
And I think, doesn't he get the chance to hit back too?
No.
No?
You just eat that damage.
Perfect. Well, he's going to eat that damage.
Yep.
I was going to write that down. Yeah, as they all start swinging at you, he does a full jump over you and lands in front as this person is going to punch you right in the face, and he just takes it in the face. Oh, nice. All right, and it's his turn. So he's going to do a Sparta kick. All right, 2 hits. So he Sparta kicks 2 of them, just one after the other. Each time yelling, "This is Sparta," as if that didn't
Each
just
time.
happen anyway. Each time, even the time that misses. And, when he does so, he launches
This
them
is for
back
Sparta.
30 feet. I'm gonna do some damage. See if anyone survives. All right. So one of them takes 13 damage, the other one takes 15, and neither of them are dead, but they do look pretty hurt, pretty badly hurt. The third one, he's fine. He's just chilling. And next up is the security system. Nothing apparent happens.
Okay.
Elle, it's your turn.
Excellent. Well, since I don't really have anything to do besides moving, let me just take a movement action and then also take the dash action.
Fair and understandable.
Like, we need to get there as soon as possible. We have no idea what's going on with these alarms. We gotta go. And I just start running.
All right. With the plus from Pass Without a Trace, what is your base stealth or plus to stealth?
With that, it would be 11. I only have a +1 in stealth.
You should add your like all passive abilities is like 10 plus the.
Oh yeah, 10 plus
Yeah.
the ability plus the proficiency. It should
If
you
you're
have
good,
it.
yeah.
So that would be 21.
Okay. Yeah, you even rushing, it seems like you are being swift as can be, light on your feet. Good job. In that case, Ashlyn, it's up to you as well.
Okay, so I'm assuming these whole like 4 round things is based on the idea that we have like 30 movement speed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so me and Derek are about to fucking book it. Okay, listen, this is what's gonna happen. All right, first, as my action, I will dash to use my full 80 feet worth of speed.
All right.
Okay, to run 80 feet. Okay, when I get there, I will use my bonus action to manifest my echo 15 feet away. And as it is still my turn, I do not have to use an action or a bonus action. I can freely move it up to 30 feet past that. So 80, 15, 30 feet away from me. Or
Okay.
30 plus 15 is 45 feet away from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to action surge to use a bonus action to teleport to that echo another 45 feet. And then I will dash another 80 feet in hopes to lessen those 4 rounds.
Yeah.
You could go 30 additional feet.
Arrive.
Amazing.
So as everyone's booking it, you see Ashlyn just tear ass out of here like crazy. She easily overtakes everyone. Yeah, you can make it probably in 2 rounds.
Okay.
This being one of them.
Yeah,
After the next round, you'll be able to get there.
Like that's my turn.
That's a turn. That's a good turn.
Yeah, that's my turn. Oh, and I will freely pull my my echo because I could do it 60 feet to be just closer to me, so it'll be 20 feet behind me. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. And with that, Ezra, our sturdy caboose, what do you want to do?
We're very slow on the initiative. We're going to Blade Song and then swing my sword at the uninjured guard.
All right, hit him.
Two separate times. 2, count them, 2 attacks. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. I suppose a 27 hits, though?
Ooh, let me see. Yes, good job.
I have to succeed eventually.
That was a close one. Yeah.
86, 88. Let me do roll. 8 plus 3. That will be 11 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, he looks real beat up. Again, these guys are all initiates. They're just wearing polos and khaki shorts. They're not ready for this heat you
Not
guys are
so
bringing.
much guards as guys.
babysitters. Like,
Yeah.
They're the ones who are still here because everyone else is a vampire.
Makes sense.
All
That's
right.
my action and bonus action.
Perfect. And then we're back to the top of the order. It's Emily's turn. It's Emily's turn. She's just dashing, barely able to to catch up. Not even catch up.
Like, you probably can't see Ashlyn at this point. She's like over 200 feet away.
Like she gets close enough
205
to,
feet away.
she gets close enough to see you, and she's like, "Fuck."
And Derek is like in my hair.
yeah, just holding on for dear life. Like,
But it's
All right.
You're at top of the round, so when I move.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and Derek, what are you doing, my mousy friend?
Are you okay?
After going plaid, is there anybody like wearing these like Jesus camp counselor outfits in front of us? Do I see any do I see any guards?
Yes, let's talk about that. Ashlyn, what is your stealth again? Like with all your
My passive stealth is a total of, but I'm not. Here's what's up. I am not in Emily's range anymore
okay.
because there's a 90-foot range, I think, or so, or a 30-foot range. So I'm not. Should I just roll stealth? Like, can I just do that?
You can roll stealth. It'll be a disadvantage because you are booking.
I'm booking and I teleported, so
Yeah.
no, that's fine. Disadvantage. Let's go. You know what? It's not the worst. It's a 15.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a 15 and a 13, and I get a +2 to my stealth. So.
So here's the thing. These guys know where the action is. Everyone's running to the same place. So there are some people, like as you're walking through these halls, there are some parts where halls intersect, and you see people running past you along, almost as though they don't really notice you running. But you do have a chance to interact with a couple of guards as you're passing through. What are you looking to do?
All right, I'm gonna. I basically use the momentum from the horse gallop. Flip, drop my wild shape, and then I'm gonna cast Ice Knife to take out. I'm assuming there's like 2 or 3 that are in front of us, right? That are just crisscrossing.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do that. So, flip, drop, wild shape, and I'm actually gonna burn my my natural 20 for this. Nice. So it's a 28 altogether for the Ice Knife.
Okay.
That's just a hit. I haven't rolled damage yet.
Yeah. No, of course that hits. No shit.
Okay.
That's
all
amazing.
right. Cool.
Huge.
Yeah, why not? Okay. So that's gonna be 14 points of damage from the onset, right?
Yes.
And then 2 seconds later, it explodes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, T6.
So, for the record, I just did a little bit of math. A mouse traveling the 23 miles per hour just kind of gets launched out of the,
oh yeah, totally. Like
of the centaur's hair as they take like a sharp turn, and like a rat bullet.
That turns into a furbolg. Like
you superhero landed that shit like outside of the rat. I like it.
Like in the somersault, throws Ice Knife, hits the superhero pose, looks up, boom, and it does 18 points of additional damage. So
all right,
32 points of damage altogether.
And that's more than I believe that's to more than one individual, right? That's a person effect.
So the person I hit, and then they get to make a dexterity save. I apologize.
Okay.
So
don't worry about it.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's a 5-foot area.
Okay.
So
And-
anything that's within 5 feet gets hit with this.
Yeah, you shred the limbs of 3 dudes, a couple ladies and a dude, and yeah, ankles be ripping, blood and viscera. These folks are screaming and crying, and they just gone, pass out.
Cat, where are you?
not Sam.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I apologize. Sam, where are you? Like, can Sam hear me?
I'm thinking, yes, you do hear Derek's voice. He sounds about a round away. At his running speed, maybe he'll be able to. He'll get an invisible range of you in the next round. All right, and that's the end of your turn. Yes, Derek.
I mean, I could do more if you want me to.
Never. Sam.
Right, cool.
Right. I think Sam definitely shouts back, "We're over here!" Just to close that loop. And then
Just for your edification, there are still 3 individuals in front of you, all of which are, as far as I can tell, bloodied.
Okay. Well, let's see what we can do to reduce that even further. How do you think they would like another ice knife?
I'm thinking they're not gonna like it at all.
Let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
Ice knives were in this season.
Ice knives are so hot right now. My last thing. I got an 18 to hit with ice knife.
All right. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, excellent. That was cast at 2nd level. Okay, so they take on a hit 1d10 piercing damage, which happens to just be 1 damage because I don't know, why not? But then it explodes, and it will be the 2d6 cold damage, which would be a total of 8 damage for anyone who fails the saving throw.
Okay.
That's about it.
By 1, I'm sorry, it is 3d6. Let me add 1 more d6 to that.
That is a chunky D6.
So 10 ice damage to anybody who fails.
Okay. 2 of the individuals get torn to sunders.
Yes.
They look very injured. And one of them is barely hanging on. And is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to bonus action starry arrow. Again, aiming at the one who is barely hanging on.
All right.
And that's a 26 to hit.
Of course.
11 points of radiant damage. We're just gonna.
Wrong.
So this fella here, he's just like, oh God, someone, get the mentor, as his head just explodes. All right.
This is like Sam's villain origin story. I've gone full Wanda.
So next turn is the guards. There are none here, but three and two appear to the left and middle. None come down the right where Derek's voice was heard.
Observe the corpses of your friends and see that they are plentiful.
All right. These guys appear, and unlike the ones before with no weapons, these ones have armed themselves. They are still just polo and khaki shorts, but they are armed at least. And they're going to spend their turn to approach, and honestly, they're all going to start swinging at Murph.
He is very large.
He's
large.
They understand the basic tactics of D&D. Find the big one, everyone hit it, Hope it dies soon. All right.
I think that's the reverse of the actual tactic. You look for the one in robes first.
All right. And okay. So yeah, you see them rush in, and they all bring down their weapons, a couple of broadswords, a couple of battle axes, a flail, and Murph just puts up his arms and gets battered around a bit, but he doesn't move from in front of you both. And with that, it's his turn. So he's going to jump straight into the air and land behind them. And they're going to take some damage from the shockwave.
Superhero landing the spell.
Just you're at our 10-minute warning.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they already look pretty beat up. And with that, he's going to tell you guys to duck and release a spray of Gatling bullets across the wall. And yeah, I'm just going to do that in roll 20 because...
Yeah, fair.
That's a lot of dice.
That's a lot. Like it's only fun when you're doing sneak attack or guiding bolt to roll that many d6. It's just
or fireball.
I really like how
Mm-hmm.
Murph's character is a blend between Grizz and Big Berry 6.
Yeah.
It's
perfect.
That was the goal.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
That's 440 damage.
So you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say you're given a free chance to duck because this person tells you to.
I definitely hit the deck.
I would like.
I grab Gone as well.
Perfect. And as you guys are laying on the ground, you see these bodies get cut in half by bullets. With that, it is the security system's turn, and you see the building itself. Everything turns red as the silent alarm seems to be kicking into overdrive, and boom. Now, Elle, Ashlyn, it's your guys' turn. Elle, you're up first. Anything you want to do before or just straight running?
I'll run to the end of my movement, and if I'm within, and I'll be like, "Hey, we're almost there. We got this," to Emily and give her bardic inspiration because that's all I got.
Okay, perfect. In that case, Ashlyn,
Yeah,
you can get.
Yeah.
With this next turn, assuming you do the same sort of shenaniganry, similar at least.
Yeah. So will I be able to see targets by my friends with 80 feet of movement? That's my question.
Yes.
Okay.
With the shenanigans from last round, if you do your full 80, you'll be able to get in the hallway and make eye contact.
So this is what I'm going to do so I can still have a fucking action. Free action, move my echo. It was 20 feet behind me. I can move it 60. So it is now 40 feet in front of me. Bonus action, teleport, movement 40 feet. So that's 80 feet total that I've moved. Now that am I in melee range or I'm
gonna say you get into the hallway 30 feet away. You come into the.
Okay. Who do I see? What do I see?
You currently see your friends kind of hitting the deck with a big, heavily armored motherfucker having ripped apart at least 5 just young fellas in khakis.
Just young fellows in khakis. Okay, I will Eldritch Blast the young fellows in khakis.
Cool. Okay.
I think they're already dead.
Who's still no, that's what I was asking. What's my threat here with my friends?
Yeah. Okay. It is your friends are safe. They're just on the ground. There's one big guy left alive. But it's just Murph standing there, covered in the blood and viscera of his enemies.
Well, I saw him on the phone. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
By the way, when I come into view to y'all, I'm missing part of my torso and my arm.
No!
I look around and so no threats is what you're saying.
No threats right now.
I see no threats. Okay. I will hold Eldritch Blast if a threat comes into my range.
Perfect. Ezra, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna start walking towards Ashlyn very casually and be like, "How have you been injured, my lady?"
Milady.
All right.
On the 5-minute mark.
Can we just end it on that? Like, he's like the end of the round.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He tips the visor.
I was just waiting for someone to say like a good ending line. That's it.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
I swear to God, an astral fedora appears. All right, but I think that's a good place
And
to
that
call.
is, so that way we're at top of the round when we come back next. I love it. Okay.
Yes.
So, got a little bit going on this week actually. First and foremost, we are always back here on Wednesday. For the next hopefully 5 weeks in a row, to do this. But also on Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific, I think, or Mountain, I'm not sure. Saturday afternoon, I will be over on Merfeather's channel. We are doing a charity stream for reproductive rights, very specifically in the state of Texas. So as a former Texas resident, it means a lot to me. So yeah, I'm doing a game of Heartbeats in Perfect Sync by Nathan Blades. So if you like anime, shonen, Kingdom Hearts, JRPG shenanigans, this is what's happening. My song inspirations is Ghost by Mystery Skulls, Nothing Breaks Like a Heart with Miley Cyrus and Mark Ronson, and Helena by My Chemical Romance. So those are my song inspirations for this very insane little game I'm gonna have take place in the heart of Texas at the capital of Austin, while we raise some money. So please check that out. I think Mur is actually lurking, so if y'all just want to click on their name, or I'll type in the Twitch chat here in a second, to give that a follow, and hopefully, just come on over. So that's me. That's all I'm doing this week. You might see me maybe on Monday doing a stream, like a solo TTRPG stream. We'll see how I feel, but yeah, that's me. Everybody else, where can we find you on the internet in the next 7 days? What you doing, going in the opposite direction, starting with Nick, please.
Hi, everyone. I am currently a Val exclusive. This is the only place I appear on a stream. Very happy about that. But you can find me on Twitter at Nick_Scarlet. I just changed it again because I'm fickle like that. But that's generally where I lurk about on the internet.
John?
Oh, is that me? Sorry,
Yeah.
my brain. Sorry. Hi. Hi, I'm John the Joker. I'll be streaming probably Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to start, but we're going to probably be starting a new game. As always, you can also find me on Twitter at John_the_Joker. I usually post when I'm streaming and what streams I'm going to be in. Currently, as far as tabletop role-playing games, I'm also a Val exclusive. But other than that, I've had a great time tonight.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Omega. I'm not really on the internet terribly much, so you're gonna have a very difficult time finding me. Very much a Val exclusive. Enjoyed the heck out of the game. Many thumbs up. On to send.
Now I feel kind of guilty for not being a Valak exclusive.
Please don't. You deserve to be in all of the streams. Everyone here does because it's so fucking talented. Anyway, continue.
Aw.
Don't be.
All right. Hey, y'all, I'm Crimson Galaxy. That's Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. My pronouns are they, them, she, and they, and I was playing Elspeth Cytops today. Pronouns she, they, yeah, for this week, starting on Saturday, I'm going to be rejoining for my second episode in a Curse of Strahd campaign on twitch.tv/fantasygrounds at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. On Saturday is going to be session 1 of a Call of the Netherdeep campaign I am in over on Fool's Moon EI at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And on Monday, we have the season premiere of our Avatar Legends campaign over on Party Wipe Games, also at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Then I'll be back here next week for more Isekai. And you can find me on Twitter at sin_gal, where you can mostly just find me posting about my games and just like other random errant thoughts. And I think that's all I got for you.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at CryptidDelta. On Mondays for a little while, I'm going to be doing a real late night campaign for me, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, on a Twitch channel called Meister Hypester. I'm DMing that as well. It's a cosmic cube of horrors and game shows. So there's that. Last Wednesday, we premiered a campaign on my YouTube channel called Sand Sea Saga. It is pirates in the sky. I am the captain, Lycus, my namesake.
I just had the same thought. I literally sang to myself in my head, pirates in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. And other than that, I got a little podcast with my wife every Monday mostly. We've been skipping a couple because the things happen. And the next one coming out is going to be us talking about One Piece again. I wax poetically about a dumb pirate anime. It's great. And other than that, one last thing.
Nope, my OBS just went and just crashed. We're just gonna do that raid.
If you want to be in a part of the podcast with me.
Yep.
That's it.
So funny thing is that I didn't get any of that because OBS went to exactly 0 at that moment for the one last thing, but that's okay. And I didn't know when we were coming back, so I gave it like 10 seconds and then we just raided. So
dang.
Anyway, goodbye
Nice.
everyone. Have a good day.
Bye everybody.
Later.
Adios.